Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to my next reading session. Hope you're all doing fantastic. And today, as usual, we're gonna continue with Seneca's letters from Stoic. And today is gonna be the letter 50 on our blindness and its cure. So let's get started. I received your letter many months after you had posted it. Accordingly, I thought it useless to ask the carer what you were busied with. He must have a particularly good memory if he can remember that. But I hope by this time you are living in such a way that I can be sure what it is you are busy with, no matter where you may be. For what else are you busy with except improving yourself every day, laying aside some error, and coming to understand that the faults which you attribute to circumstances are in yourself? We are indeed apt to ascribe certain faults to the place or to the time, but those faults will follow us no matter how we change our place. You know Harpiste, my wife's female clown. She has remained in my house, a burden incurred from a legacy. I particularly disapprove of these freaks whenever I wish to enjoy the quips of a clown. I am not compelled to her hunt far. I can laugh at myself. Now this clown suddenly became blind. The story sounds incredible, but I assume that it is true. She does not know that she's blind. She keeps asking her attendant to change her quarters. She says that her apartments are too dark. You can see clearly that which makes us smile in the case of Harpaste happens to all the rest of us. Nobody understands that he is himself greedy or that he is covetous. Yet the blind ask for a guide, while they wander without one, saying, I am not self seeking, but one cannot live at Rome in any other way. I'm not extravagant, but mere living in the city demands a great outlay. It is not my fault that I have a choleric disposition or that I have not settled down to any definite scheme of life. It is due to my youth. Why do we deceive ourselves? The evil that afflicts us is not external, it is within us, situated in our very vitals, for the reason we attain soundness with all the more difficulty because we do not know that we are diseased. Suppose that we have begun the cure. When shall we throw off all these diseases with all their virulence? At present, we do not even consult a physician, whose work would be easier if he were called in when the complaint was in its early stages. The tender and the inexperienced minds would follow his advice if he pointed out the right way. No man finds it difficult to return to nature except the man who has deserted nature. We blush to receive instruction in sound sense, but by heaven, if we think it base to seek a teacher of this art, we should also abandon any hope that so great a good could be instilled into us by mere chance. No, we must work. To tell the truth, even the work is not great, if only, as I said, we began to mold and reconstruct our souls before they are hardened by sin. But I do not despair even of a hardened sinner. There is nothing that will not surrender to persistent treatment, to concentrated and careful attention. However, much the timber may be bent, you can make it straight again. Heat unbends curved beams, and wood that grew naturally in another shape is fashioned artificially according to our needs. How much more easily does the soul permit itself to be shapen, pliable, pliable, as it is, and more yielding than any liquid. For what else is the soul than air in a certain state? And you see that air is more adaptable than any other matter in proposition, as it is rarer than any other. There is nothing, Lucilius, to hinder you from entertaining good hopes about us, just because we are even now in the grip of evil, or because we have long been possessed thereby. There is no man to whom a good mind comes before an evil one. It is the evil mind that gets first hold on all of us. Learning virtue means unlearning vice. We should therefore proceed to the task of freeing ourselves from faults with all the more courage, because when once committed to us, the good is in everlasting possession. Virtue is not unlearned. For opposites find difficulty in clinging, where they do not belong. Therefore, they can be driven out and hustled away. But qualities that come to a place which is rightfully theirs abide faithfully. Virtue is according to nature. Vice is opposite to it and hostile. But although virtues, when admitted, cannot depart and are easily to guard, yet the first steps in the approach to them is toilsome, because it is characteristic of a weak and diseased mind to fear that which is unfamiliar. The mind must, therefore, be forced to make a beginning. From then on, the medicine is not bitter, for just as soon as it is curing us, it begins to give pleasure. One enjoys other cures only after health is restored, but a draught of philosophy is at the same moment wholesome and pleasant. Farewell. Alright. So, thank you guys for joining me today on this video, and see you tomorrow on the next one. Thank you. Bye.